Hey guys, Tara here. Welcome back to GTA Online. Back to the normal of a post-com for these two races. It's the start of a new playlist, and oh great. First race here, we're on the bikes, and I honestly detest bikes, quite honestly. If something has less than 3 wheels, I'm not interested in it, honestly. That's the only way I can think to put it. And bikes, they just have horrible physics in GTA as well. You just stamp on the brakes, they basically just instantly stop and look at, and just, there's cars just over. This is meant to be the Malaysia Grand Prix circuit, so let's see how well it actually looks like it. Well, the first 2 corners, okay, you can corner cut there nicely, so that's worked out rather well. Now then, do we have the elevation dip going up now into what will be turn 4? Oh no, it's just a complete straight line. That's why I don't know, it's just completely flat. And that's the bit I don't like when people try to make replica tracks, and I just got absolutely wiped out there. And oh, I got slowed down as well, great, thanks for that. Thanks for being punished for something that was out of my own control. But either way, they're on the regular Batty, because I don't have the thingy drag bike or the Tron bike, because I'm not spending millions on a bike, because I only race them when I'm forced to, like I am right now. And then through the middle part of the lap now, oh, someone's absolutely flying. How the hell did they do that? Did they get summoned or something? They just get dropped out of space, you know, into the tight hairpin corner. This is an awkward corner, and oh yeah, you can't corner cut that one. Okay, I'll give it to that one. That was my fault. Tried to get a bit greedy there. I think someone else behind me did the same thing as well. I mean, you can corner cut turn 2, so why can't you corner cut that corner? How many times can I say corner in the same sentence? And now I've run out wide. Now I'm gonna hit the wall. Actually, that was so lucky there. Just managed to. I don't think this was intended, but it works. I'll go with it. Yeah, I'm actually gets over there, back on the road now, down in P16. I think I'm actually further up from where I started. So now into the corner where Perez went off and gave Alonso the win, which definitely wasn't planned or anything from Ferrari in that, since Halber were Ferrari customer team. No, over the curbing now. Mainly, you can get curb boost from wheeling. So I've heard. So I mean, it's worth giving it a try, although it's going to get completely past in a straight line anyway. By someone who's not willing, because that makes perfect sense. Oh, they're laggy as well. It's a laggy. We haven't seen any lag boys for a while. No, it's about time they made a return, probably. And then just getting in the SHU now. I'm not even in the SHU, but now I'm actually getting on them. So, yeah, that makes perfect sense, doesn't it? And now down this straight, I mean, there's nothing really happening there in my SHU now. They're coming now into turn 1, into the braking zone. They managed to get a much better turn 1 that time. Now then, through turn 2 as well, going to corner cut that once again, but not as much that time. And apparently, I don't really know, but apparently bikes are big in Malaysia, so doing the doing the Sepang circuit kind of makes sense really for a bike race, yeah. But bike races, as I said before, they're just the dullest things to me. Now into the next left-hander, and we're going to keep it on the road that time. She managed to take the corner that time, so not get slowed down. Everything once about round here in the 2005 F1 race round here, both BAR Hondas blew up on like lap 3 at the same point, like round here. I don't know why I remember that, that's just something that came to mind right then. But now though, if we can get a top 10, that'll be an achievement from this race. But now through the double right-handers here, which honestly, for the track itself, I did like the track, like racing it on the F1 games and that. I mean, it wasn't the greatest track for watching sometimes, but then again, neither track, not any track can be bad really sometimes. Now they're into the top 10. Now we're going to take the nice line here. I'm going to once again use that bike to get stopped. I'm going to get back in. Oh, that was so close to getting it back in. And I ruined it. How did he get back on the track today? He was further out than me. I think he must have bounced off the side or something. But now then we're back down now into P13. And actually my fight is just for the top 10. I mean, I just remember when I said my fight just then, I just reminded myself of a really depressing song of Egypt Central, Enemy Inside, which has the lyrics there, my fight with a sharp side of a razor blade. So yeah, I'd rather fight for a top 10 than fight with a razor blade, honestly. But there we go, now in the station, now I'm going to pull to the inside line here on this other bike, I'm going to do it back from the aggressive now, find the corner. Oh, thanks for that, thanks for... Oh yeah, use me as a brake, why don't you? That is just the way to turn. Yeah, use the run drop signs, let's go through all of them. Was that you, Lee? I don't even know who that was, so I can't even apportion blame. I can just rant about it, yeah, but I don't actually know who. Oh, 18th place, I'm back where I started. I actually think I might be a bit lower down than where I started as well, quite honestly. But thankfully though, this is the final lap. Honestly, this should have been a 2-lap race. It's already been long enough. Honestly, 1 lap in a bike race. Honestly, don't do bike races, that's enough for me. 0 bikes is too many bikes still. Well, we're up there back now into P16. So we're getting in station there on these other bikes. I'm just going to power my way around the outside line of both of them. Like we're now into this next right-hander, going to take the apex. Hope they're going to take it out. Thankfully that time I didn't. We're going to get past that bike, which had a horrible corner, now back into P13. So could we still actually get a top 10? I mean, there's 12th place there. 11th and 10th are a bit further on the road, so I'm going to need something bad to happen for them. I like get bashed out of the way by someone once again. No surprise there. Now coming up now, some of my two favourite cars on this track. And we're going to go push it the inside line. Excuse me, what have I gone flying? I've absolutely launched off the track. Can I get back over this? No, I can't. What happened there? I was forced to the inside line, and I don't even know. What? I'm down in 22nd place. I'm the last person now on track. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm basically the last person on track. Now, into the hairpin for the fun of this race has just been a complete shit show. There's no other way to put it, quite honestly. But, and now I hate bike race, and I've missed this corner again because I honestly couldn't care less at this point. But yeah, if this was meant to make me like bike races even more, it's not worked. It really hasn't worked, and people are already finishing, so Stick, Nas, JDM, a Japanese car guy on a bike has won the race. That just makes even less sense. Then I thought, how did I get launched into space like that for literally no reason? Well, let's try in first person for one corner. I mean, it might look a little bit more realistic at least anyway. And around the final corner, I've turned in about 3 times there for that final corner. Which goes to actually, I'm actually able to get a sneaky position here on the line. I'm gaining on it, but I'm not getting enough. 22nd place. Worse than where I started, but it's not last place. And now then, on to the second race on the place now. Thankfully, I've never been so happy to race a Vagner either. You know it's bad when I'm happy to race the Vagner. You know something's gone horribly wrong. And now then, where are we starting now? In the mid-pack, as ever. It's a 3-lap race once again. No surprise there. In about 20th place. So, and I've crashed immediately. Why would you put a stupid tunnel thing right there? That makes absolutely no sense whatsoever again. And now we're coming out through the tunnel part. And oh, why? How are we doing this? What? Am I meant to be on my side here? I think so. I don't actually know though. Somehow though we get out of that in 9th place, so I've halved my starting position. I can say that much at least. Now to the next wall ride. If I flip, oh no, I've gone too low. I've hit the wall. I've got stuck in a car park. Can I get out of these rocks? Can I get out? No, I can't. Right, I have to use the actual car park exit. So great. Even a simple wall ride where I can't see the exit to where I'm meant to be, even that doesn't work for me. And oh great, random spin out. Yeah, I'm not happy about using the Vagner anymore. It's better than a bike though. I guess that is something to take away from this race. The only thing I'm going to be taking away from this race though is like a 14th place finish or something stupid like that. Now wall ride once again, and I'm meant to be sideways this time, and I get that right. Well, this is just like one of these like don't move. I mean the cinematics, I would appreciate them a lot more if this race didn't screw me over for no reason, as I always normally do get screwed over in races. But I do like the cinematic angles though. I just can't appreciate them at this moment in time. And I'm in a pretty lonely 14th place now as well. At least I get my RP for rolling over that time, unlike from the T20 race from last week. I think it was. Could have been a week before actually. You know, they were going to blast past a lot of cars. They must have all hit the side again. Oh, I've fallen off. All the places I just made, I think actually that's probably what they did. They probably did exactly that. So now I'm even further down now than what I was. I'm now 2 places down. Literally, if I finish lower than 14th, I'm going to have to smack a bitch. Quite honestly. That is what's going to have to happen after the end of this race. And there's a few cars right behind me. I mean, I think everything's a Vagner in this race as well. I don't know if it's a locked to Vagner there. Someone was upside down, so that's a place gained for me. I mean, there's nothing really I can say about this point. It's just driving in a straight line. And we go higher up this time like that. Go higher like the Pop Evil song. Actually, there is a Pop Evil song named Go Higher. It's actually a pretty good song, actually. It's going now to the cinematic flips. The first one, we managed to get that done okay. Because I'm just leaving it to the game to get that done, although it usually just screwed me over so much anyway. Now, so this is the next one, we get through there okay as well. Now, in this next one, we get a good line through there okay as well. Now, then over the flip, that doesn't screw us over this time either. Now, then over the next flip, there's no cinematic for that one. You need to get yourself straight. Oh! Thanks for that game. Thanks for having me go about 2 miles an hour and crash into something that I can't control. Remember, because it's like a don't move section. And I'm back down now into 15th place, so I'm only one place down from where I was. And that place there is right in front of me, so I actually, my target now for this final lap is to beat that guy from me. How is this one gaining on me in straight line? I've got stock wheels, I'm faster than you. And actually, it's going to be a drag out with this car. And I think I'm pulling away from him a little bit through here, but I don't even know, how can you make this bit work through this tunnel section anyway? I have managed to pull myself in front of them, and now into P14 somehow. I was taking someone I was already in front of, I'm now into 14th place. That makes perfect sense, let's just go with that. Over the wall right, get a nice high line that time, and you need a good landing. That's an okay one, but that guy from me gets the chrono there gets a better landing, so I'm racing a unit guy gets a bit of a wiggle. They go back there, we get in front of him now, back now into P13. Actually, can we just keep overtaking each other? Because then we get in a further place. So if we do it about 30 times, we'll end up winning the race. Although actually we can get 6th place because the top 5 have already finished. No, actually, I just need to beat Chrono now. That is all I need to get up to the line. Don't screw me over this time. And I just managed to, well, I say just. Nothing went wrong that time. That is an accomplishment in itself. We've only got this little jump here to get okay, which we do. We've got this final loop now. Bring up now, and then we've got the tube bit now. We need to land it in the tube. Another tube spat me out, and I've ruined it. And he's dummy on the line. He's so dummy on the line. I was in 12th place again. These don't move races. They seriously have it out for me every single time. And how far was I off the best lap? About a second and a half off from Chrono. Look at that. A 10th of a second he beat me by. A 10th of I had him so beat. But the game decided, you know what, let's just make you hate these 2 races you've done even more in 2 vehicles you don't like. Honestly, then that guy giving up, I feel his energy. I should have just not even bothered joining this playlist. Because I knew it was going to be a bike race to start with. I thought, you know what, I've done a bike race for a while, maybe it won't be so bad. And it was bad. But GG to PVT Points who gets the win of this crapfest race. I don't even know if he won the last race. No, he didn't. Some JDM guy won the last race. So I can't even see on that leaderboard anymore. So maybe he's actually a JDM. Maybe he's just good at bikes. That last guy. But now onto the leaderboard. How far down am I? Probably very. Oh look, 20th place. What was that? I'm like 40 points or so off the lead after 2 races. I'm on half as many points, I think, so as what 12th place is on. If it doesn't show how horrific a start to the playlist has been, then this is it. So if you enjoyed my 2 new least favourite races, then leave a like on this video to show my suffering wasn't all for no reason. Then leave a like on this video, leave a comment down below, subscribe if you're new, and hit that notification bell. Save us down any of my future videos, and hopefully the next race is more enjoyable than these 2. Yeah, so thanks for watching. I'll see you all next time.